Nabasa yung trip. Nagulat.
Kininig kayo.
Ikaw may sabi. Okay, so the module 1 is the definition of the material science and materials engineering. And then if you could recall, I have given you the material tetrahedron, okay, which contains the 4 components of the material science, okay? So ano nga po ulit yung 4 na components of the material science? Yun pong nandun sa ating material tetrahedron. Anybody na nakaalala po? Ano po yung 4 na yun? Hello? Narinig po? Ano po yung 4? Ang di material tetrahedron. Yes, Janela?
Mamayan po ba yung sa yung pumang characterization, processing, structure, properties po?
Okay, so you have there yung 4. Characterization, yun yung heart, yun yung palima. Okay, so it is not included doon sa 4. So what is included only is the structure, properties, processing, and then yung application. Okay, so yun po yung 4. Okay, so yung characterization is simply the heart to check each of these components. Okay, so yun po 4 na yun. So sinabi po natin na component, meaning if you alter or modify each one of those, okay, ang nangyayari po, nababago din yung 3 natitira. Okay, halimbawa po, you alter po yung structure. Okay, so binago mo po yung structure, so definitely yung property ng material mababago din. Okay, and so as yung kanyang application. Okay, so yun po yung mga sinasabi natin na property structure correlation. Okay, so yan po ang mga components po na yan po yung iisa-isahin natin on our modules. Okay, so unahin po natin ngayon is the structure. Okay, so this module 2 will define the structure of the material. Okay, so ano po yung mga issues to address on this module. Okay, so ito po yung matututunan natin within this module. The first one, how do atoms assemble into solid structures? Okay, so ano-ano po ba yung mga crystalline structures of a metal or a material? Okay, how are these atoms arranged? Okay, so i-define po natin yan mamaya and titingnan po natin yung mga specific examples of these solid structures. Okay, the second one, how does the density of a material depend on its structure? Okay, so given the structure of the material, we are able po to estimate the density ng material. Okay, so hindi po natin kailangan sa uluhin yung mga densities na yan. Okay, all we need is we know its structure and from there we can compute for the theoretical density. And then last po, when do material properties vary with the sample orientation? Okay? So from the structure, paano po nababago yung property ng isang material? Okay? So all of this po, okay, all of these questions po will be addressed onto this module 2. Okay? So we have here po illustration of energy and the types of packing. Okay, so how are atoms arranged? Okay, so atoms may be arranged in such a way you have a random packing and the other one is regular packing. Okay, this is the arrangement. When you say yung packing, yung pagkakaayos po. Okay, yung arrangement po. Okay, so you look at these 2 illustrations. Okay, so the circles here refers to the spheres or the atoms of the material. Okay, so it refers to the atoms of the material. Okay? The random packing is also called the non-dense packing, whereas a regular packing is a dense packing, meaning its density would be higher than that of the non-dense. Okay? So, tingnan po natin yung dalawang illustration. Ito po yung random arrangement or packing, and this one po is the regular one. Okay? Can you please describe, okay, yung dalawa, and you can also compare or differentiate po yung dalawang types of packing. Anyone? Please raise your hand po. Yes, Alma.
So good afternoon po.
Yes,
Bali po, based na lang din po doon sa mismong structure po natin. So yung sa non-dense po, or sa random packing po, hiwa-hiwalay na lang. Hiwa-hiwalay po yung, hindi po siya kumbaga compact. Unlike po dun sa denser packing po natin na compact po, kumbaga po parang more solid po yung yung nasa dense and regular packing rather than the non-dense po, which is parang being flexible po siya unlike po dun sa dense.
Okay, correct. Okay, so to correct po doon si Alma. Any other? Kung may iba po napansin with regards to the two illustrations, sino po may gusto pang i-add?
So how do you evaluate 7
Sino po may gusto pang i-add?
7 factorial
Wala na po.
divided by 7
Okay.
minus 5
Yes po.
factorial.
Yes, go.
So magiging 7 factorial.
Doon po sa sa kanila po sa yung sa Cartesian plane po nila, yung sa blue po, lumampas po ng medyo doon sa may dash line na typical neighborhood energy. Doon naman po sa dense na regular packing, lang po siya. Hindi po siya lumampas at dinaan nila po yung typical neighborhood energy.
Okay, okay. Thank you, John. Okay. So, you have heard yung mga napansin, okay, ni Alma at saka ni John pertaining to the random and the regular packing. Okay, so let us have first this one. Okay, so din muna po tayo. Okay, so again, the circles represents the atoms. Okay, as you can see on the random packing, tama po yung sinabi niya, kalat-kalat. Okay, so kalat-kalat. There is no distinct arrangement of the atoms, not unlike that of a regular packing. Dito kasi talaga magkakatabi sila, tangent with one another, and there is a specific po na arrangement. Okay? So, yun po yung nandito sa regular packing. That is why that makes it more dense kaysa po doon sa random. Okay? Another thing, have you seen these spaces? Okay? So, kung mapapansin po natin, madaming spaces in between. Even on the neighbor atoms, okay, meron pa rin po tayong spaces na makikita. So, you call the spaces as the void spaces. Okay? At marami po niyan kapag doon sa random packing. Kaya, yun po yung nagiging reason why it is less dense than that of a regular packing. Okay? So, yun po yung tamang term doon. Dini po kalat-kalat, dini po may distinct arrangement. Okay? And then we go to this illustration on the right. Okay? So, ito naman yung sinabi ni John. This is the graph between the bond length and the energy level, the bond energy in particular. Okay? So, this x-axis, yung x-axis po natin refers to the bond length. Okay? So, alin po yung bond length natin na tinatawag? Okay? Yung bond length po is the distance between the two atoms. Okay? So, halimbawa po ito. From center ng one atom to the center of the another, yan po yung atin na bond length. So, we call it x1 for example. So, halimbawa po, from point 0, okay, ari po yung 0.00 natin. So, measure lang po tayo sa x ng x1. So, for example, this is your x1 hanggang dito po. Okay? Yan. So, this is our x1. So, yun po yung distance from one atom to the other. Okay? That would be your x1. On the regular packing naman po, balik lang po ako ng kulay para makita. Okay. On the regular packing naman po, ilagay po natin yung x. Okay? Distance from center to center no neighbor atom. So, that would be your x value. So, this time we call it x2. Okay? So, again, start from point 0, okay, up to this point, okay? So yung measurement po na yon, yan po yung atin na x2, okay? So if you are to compare po x1 and x2, masasabi po natin that x1 is greater than your x2, okay? So bakit po ang x1 ay greater than x2? Kasi nga po, in between po sa kanya, there are these void spaces, okay? So kaya po, mas malaki yung bond length, okay, nitong random packing natin over this regular packing. Okay, kasi ito, they are tangent with one another. So, wala talagang void space in between. Okay? Kaya, mas maliit yung value ng x2 compared doon sa x1. Okay? And then, you have here yung curve. Okay? So, you call this the energy curve. Okay? Bond energy curve. So, kung mapapansin nyo po, parehas lang po yung dalawa. Okay? Parehas po yan kung parehas po yung material. Okay? So, assuming same material po, magkaiba lang po yung packing nila. Okay? So, parehas po yung mapuproduce natin na energy curve. Okay? Now, let us call, okay, or let us determine the bond energy. Okay? The typical neighbor bond energy. So, paano po makukuha yung bond energy ngayon? Once you have po, you plotted yung x1, okay? So, plinat po natin yung x1. Nandito po siya, okay? Dito naman po, plinat po natin ang x2, okay? Ano pong sunod natin gagawin, okay? Ang sunod po natin gagawin is to draw a vertical line, okay? Passing through this x1, okay? So, we draw a vertical line passing through your x1. Okay? So, ito po yun. Ayan, okay? So, ito po yung ating vertical line passing through your x1. Okay? Now, kapag po siya ay nag-touch doon sa atin na curve, okay? Ito po yung point niya. Okay? Kung saan po siya nag-tangent doon sa curve. And yung point po na yun, dadalhin po natin to your y-axis. Okay? At dito po, makikita natin yung reading ng bond energy. Okay? So, the y-axis refers to the bond energy. So, therefore, this would be your y1. This corresponds to the bond energy for a random packing. Okay? So, ang ginawa lang po natin from your bond length, okay, dadalhin, okay, gagawa ng line, okay, vertical line. Pag nag-meet na po sila with the curve, yun po yung i-read natin. Okay? So, ganun lang po. Ganun din po yung gagawin dito sa regular packing. Okay? You have already your x2, tapos gawa po tayo ng vertical line. O, nag-pass po doon sa atin na curve. So, pag nag-tangent na po siya, yun po yung i-read natin. Ito po yung atin na y2. Okay? Now, looking at these values, okay? Looking at these values, okay? Ito po yung ating y1. At ito po yung atin na y2. Okay? So, looking at their position, we say that the dense or regular pack structures tend to have lower energy. Okay? Mas mababa po yung value niya. Halimbawa, di po pwedeng 0. So, this can be negative 5. Itong po mas mababa pa dyan would be, say, negative 10, which is lower. Okay? Then that value. Okay, nakukuha po ba? So, bakit po nagkaroon ng lower energy? It is because mas maliit po yung kanyang bond length as compared to this one. Okay? So, yun po yung ibig sabihin ng curves po na ito. Okay? So, pag may question po tayo ha, ano lang po. Mag-raise lang po ng hand. Okay, so this is naman po is materials and packing, okay? So we have what we call crystalline materials and then the other one is non-crystalline. What is then the difference between the two, okay? So on the right is the illustration of the silicon dioxide, okay, in two forms. One is crystalline, the other one is non-crystalline. Okay? Take a look at the illustration and tingnan po natin ano ba yung difference ng dalawa. Okay? Ready?
You can avoid a product rule or you can use a product rule. Okay, you can do it what you can.
Okay. So, take a look at that too. Okay. So, the same composition po sila, SiO2. Okay? This one is has a crystalline structure. Okay? Ito po yung crystalline structure. Ito po yung non-crystalline SiO2. Okay? So, yung po mga circles na blue, that corresponds to the oxygen atoms, okay? Whereas yung red po naman, these are silicon atoms, okay? So, try to differentiate po a crystalline with a non-crystalline SiO2 base po sa illustration na ito. Anyone? Hello? Try to describe lang po yung dalawa and compare. Volunteer? Yes, Kent?
Based po ma'am dun sa kanila pong structure, parang mas organized po yung crystalline compared po sa non-crystalline.
Okay, good. Okay. Can you add more, Daniel?
Ang crystalline po ay nagpo-form ng hexagon po, while yung non-crystalline po, walang pong form na figures po.
Okay, good. Sino pa pong may dadagdag?
Okay lang. Negative
Meron pa
marks.
po ba? Ay, wala na. Okay. So, ang tawag po sa isang ganito, ang tawag po natin dyan is an array. Okay? So, this is another one. So, ganun din po dito. Halimbawa, this is an array, tapos this one is another one. Okay? Yan. Okay? So, tingnan po natin yung kada array. Okay? So, tingnan muna po natin is the number of oxygen and silicon atoms. Okay? In an array. So, dito po, ito po ba yung atin na oxygen? Anim po. Same thing with the oxygen. Okay? So, parehas lamang. So, pag tingnan natin dito sa array number 2, the same din po yung kanyang bilang. Okay? So, ang ibig sabihin po niyan, kapag crystalline, naka-constant po yan for every array. Kumbaga, repeating lang po. Kung kung gaano kadami doon sa first array, the same lang sa second, the same din sa third. Okay? That refers to the number of atoms. But then, if you take a look at the non-crystalline, okay, this is array 1, this is array 2, dito po, ilan yung atin na atoms, okay? At ilan po dito, okay? So, hindi po parehas yung kanyang bilang, okay? So, yun po yung para sa number of atoms, okay? Comparison between the number of atoms. Okay? Yung pangalawa naman would be yung katulad ng sinabi ni Daniel na it forms yung hexagon. Okay? So, ibig sabihin lang po, meron siyang distinct pattern. Okay? And yung pattern po na yon is repeated nga in every array. Okay? So, yun po yung nakikita natin dito sa crystalline, which is different dito sa non-crystalline. Hindi po natin nakikita dito yung repeating na pattern. Okay? So, yun po yung pinagkaiba ng dalawa. Although they have the same composition. Okay? So, when we say crystalline materials, the atoms are packed in periodic 3D arrays. Yan. Pare-parehas po. And these are typical on metals, many of the ceramics, and some of the polymers. Okay? So, kalimitan po natin yan ma-observe sa metals. And sa polymers po, dyan po medyo madalang. Okay? Because mainly the polymers fall under the non-crystalline ones. Okay? They have no periodic packing. And this, of course, on complex structures. And kung having these complex structures, yan nga po yung polymer. Okay? Kasi they tend to have yung madami po na sama-sama. Okay? Katulad po nito. Okay? Kaya nga po ang tawag dyan ay mer. Okay? So, pag sabi poly means many. Okay? So, many po yung arrays niya. And then, this is a result of process na in-undergo mo sa material. And one of those is the rapid cooling. Di po ba sabi natin, when we have the discussion of the material tetrahedron, okay, once you apply a process, ano po ang nangyayari? The structure will be affected. Okay? So, ganun po yung nangyari dyan. Nag-apply ka ng rapid cooling, so mababago po yung kanyang structure. Okay? Nagkakaroon ng yung random po. Okay? Nagkakaroon ng random packing. okay, which resulted to a non-crystalline material. Okay, so yan po yun. And then we have the term amorphous. Okay, when we say amorphous po, that is simply equivalent to non-crystalline. Okay, so parehas lang po yun. So it's either crystalline and non-crystalline or crystalline and amorphous. Okay, so parehas lang po ito. So wag po tayong malilito with these two. Okay.
Okay, next.
So, sana po'y maliwanag sa atin difference between the two. And so as yung pong kanina, random and dense packing. Okay?
Ayan. So, ito, medyo tricky.
Okay, so let us go now to the metallic crystals. Okay, so the metallic crystals, ito po yung kalimitan nakikitahan natin ng defined structure. Okay, yung pong crystalline structure. Okay, so they tend to be densely packed. Okay, bakit po magiging mas dense po sila? So these are the several reasons why they exhibit dense packing. Okay, so one, typically only one element is present. So all atomic radii are the same. Okay, just like this one po. Okay. Yan, yung illustration po natin, regular packing. So, mas dense daw po siya. Why? Kasi nga, magkakatabi. Okay? They form a distinct pattern. Wala tayong makikita na mga void spaces in between. Kaya pag tinimbang mo siya, mas dense mo talaga makukuha over the random packing. Okay? The second one, metallic bonding is not directional and nearest neighbor distances tend to be small in order to lower the bond energy. So, yan po yung in-explain ko kanina, okay? Doon po sa graph natin, okay? So, mas maliit po yung bond length, okay? Di po ba? Mas maliit yung bond length that tends to lower the bond energy. Okay? So, ito po yun. Binanggit lang po ulit dito as one of the reasons. Okay, and then they have the simplest crystal structures. And let us take a look at these crystal structures. Ano-ano po ba yung mga samples ng crystal structures? Okay, so this is the first one. Okay, so the first one is called the simple cubic structure. So ito po yung itsura ng simple cubic structure. Okay, o pakitingnan nga po natin ano ba ang pinagkaiba. Okay, or ano ba yung pag-arrangement po niya. Okay, so ano yung naging arrangement? So here is the arrangement of a simple cubic structure. So yung mga red po na yan, yung red spheres na yan po, that represents your atoms. Okay, so these are the atoms and then see that they are arranged. Okay, but then ano po yung arrangement? Okay, paano po siya pinak? Okay, so the arrangement is that if you have here the first layer, okay, so this is the first layer, this is the second layer. Okay? On the first layer, you have your set of atoms. On the second layer, mapapansin nyo po, yung nasa second layer po natin, okay, the atom is placed directly above the first layer. So, magkakatapat lang po. Okay? Kung nasan po yung first layer, pag nilagyan po yung second layer, magkakatapat lang po sila. Okay? So, that is how it is packed. Okay? Yan po yung simple cubic structure. Okay? One over the other. Okay? So, kung may third layer pa po siya, so dito po siya nakalagay. Okay? Yun po yung third layer natin. Okay? Nakapatas din directly above the succeeding layer. Okay? Nakuha po ba yun? Naintindihan po? Hello?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay. So, with all of these structures, with all of these crystal structures, we will be evaluating for parameters. Okay? So, lahat ng structure na i-discuss natin, itong apat na to, yung ating i-evaluate. Yung parameters na yon. So, the first one is called the coordination number. Okay? So, what is the coordination number? The second one is for you to determine the number of atoms per unit cell. Okay, UC is unit cell. The third one is the relationship
simplify na lamang
of A
divided by
to R.
that P minus 2.
And then number 4 is called the APF, Atomic Packing Factor. Okay, so iisa-isahin po natin. Sa bawat structure na i-discuss natin, aalamin natin yung apat na yan. Okay, so unahin nga po natin itong simple cubic. Okay, so simple cubic, yan po yung arrangement. One over the other. Okay, so yung second layer is directly placed above doon nung first layer. Okay, so yan po yung nangyayari dito sa packing na ito. Okay, so this is rare due to poor packing. So, bakit po ba naging poor ang category niya? Okay? And why is it rare? Okay? So, kunin po natin yung apat na ito para i-determine why is it considered as a poor packing. Okay? Let us have first the coordination number. Pag sinabi po natin coordination number, titingnan lang po natin yung number ng nearest neighbor. Okay? Kumaga po, evaluate mo yung isang atom, tapos i-determine mo ilan ba yung kanyang neighbor atoms, ilan ba yung katabi po niya mismo. Okay, yung katabi po niya. Okay, so paano po natin malalaman in this case? So halimbawa po ito, we consider this one. Okay, ari po akin po i-mark. Okay, ari po yung ating atom under study. Okay, so ito po yun. Tingnan po ngayon natin ay ilan po yung kanyang katabi. Okay, ilan po yung kanyang katabi. So, pag titingnan po yung katabi, uunahin nyo po ay doon mismo sa layer kung nasaan siya. Okay, so on the same layer po, ilan po yung katabi niya doon. Okay, ang kasunod po doon, pupunta ka po sa ilalim. Okay? So, doon po sa nasa ibaba niya. Ilan naman po yung katabi niya doon sa baba. Okay? At ang huli, punta ka naman po doon sa itaas na layer and then tingnan mo po ilan po yung katabi niya doon na atom. Okay? So, yun po yung gagawin natin. Okay? So, for a simple cubic structure, we say coordination number is 6. Okay? So, hanapin po natin yung 6 na iyon. Okay? Nasaan po ba yung 6? If this is the atom under study, tingnan natin yung 6 na kanya pong katabi. So, unahin po natin on the second layer kasi nasa second layer siya. So, ilan po yung katabi niya doon? Isa. Ito po yung dalawa. Okay? Dalawa pa lang po. Pero, pag naglagay ka pa po dito ng atom, dito, okay, sa unahan niya, meron pong dalawa din na ganyan. Okay? Para pong ito. Ito po siya. Okay? So, meron pong dalawa sa likod. Okay? Ito po yung dalawa sa likod. So, meron din po dito na dalawa sa unahan. So, dito mo po siya naka-place. Okay? So, huwag po natin isarado na ito lang po, ito lang 4, ito lang 8 ito yung atoms doon. Okay? So, bear in mind, madami po iyan. So, have your imagination na mas malawak. Ibig sabihin, marami pa ditong mga atoms. Okay? Meron sa taas, meron sa baba, meron pa sa kaliwa, meron pa sa kanan. Okay? So, yun po yung coordination number natin. So, ito po yung understudy, 6 po yun. Isa, dalawa, tapos yung po nasa unahan niya, yun po yung 3, yun ang pang-4. Katulad po nito ng position, nasa unahan lang. Okay? So, 4 na po yun. Nasaan pa po yung dalawa? Okay? So, ang isa po, nandito sa ilalim. Di ba? Directly below po siya. Okay? And directly below, ito po yung pang-4. Ang pang-5 naman, yung po nasa itaas. Okay, yun po yung anim. Okay, so 4 po within the same level, isa sa baba, tapos isa po doon sa itaas. Okay, kaya po yung coordination number natin ay 6. Okay, these are the number of nearest neighbors. Okay, tama po ba? Naintindihan po?
Oo, ma'am.
Okay, so I hope nasundan po ng iba kasi later part po, kayo na po yung mag-identify nasan po yung coordination number na yun. Okay? Next. Next is the number of atoms per unit cell. Okay? Number of atoms per unit cell. Alin naman po yung number ng atoms per unit unit cell. Okay? So, on the arrangement po, ang gagawin po natin dyan is to cut, okay, a cube from the arrangement. Okay? So, meron po tayo dito na cube. Okay? Lalagyan po natin dyan ng cube. Okay, yan. So, magkakat po tayo dyan ng cube para po ito. Okay? So, nung kinat mo po yung cube from the arrangement, you come up with this. So, naging ganito po yung itsura. Okay? So, nung kinat na natin, ganito na cube natin. So, mapapansin po natin doon sa cube, okay, yan po ating mga atoms ngayon na hati na. Okay? So, ito na po siya ngayon. So, hindi na po siya buo. Okay? All of those atoms in form of spheres, hindi na po siya ngayon buo. Ganito na lang, portions na lang. Okay? So, you have to identify ano bang parte ng isang buo ang mga ito. Okay? So, ito po is equivalent to 1/8. Okay? 1/8 po of a whole. So, kung mabasa niyo, sabi niyo, ay ma'am, yan naman ay 1/4. Okay? Hindi po yan 1/4. On a face lang po, it looks like 1/4 of a square, of a circle. It looks like 1/4 of a circle, but in fact, as a whole, this is only 1/8 of the sphere. Okay? So, 1/8 lang po yan. So, kada isa po niyan, lahat po siya ay 1/8. Okay? Yun po, kumbaga po, nabahagi na yung atin na sphere. Kasi nga po, nag-cut tayo ng isang cube galing po doon sa arrangement. Okay? So, ito pong cube na ito, ang tawag po natin sa kanya, we call it a unit cell. Okay? So, yan po yung tinatawag na unit cell. So, sa isa pong simple cubic structure, the unit cell is in a form of a cube. Okay? And yung dimension po ng ating cube will have a height A, yung pong kanyang length would be A, at yung kanya pong width is also A. So, any side po, any measurement po ng side is equal to A. Okay? So, yun po yung A natin na tinatawag. And then here naman po, if you have here po yung atin na sphere, okay, na-cut po natin, we can identify po yung radius. Okay? So this is the radius. Yung radius po na yan is called the atomic radius. Okay? Even this one po, okay, ito po yung atin na atomic radius R. Okay? Yan po. So ito, from this end po hanggang doon, okay, this is also R, radius. Same thing po with this one kasi ito yung isang sphere pa. So therefore, this is another radius. Okay? So if you are to see the value of A, what would be the value of A in terms of this radius given this illustration? Tingnan nga po, ano nga po yung value ng ating A base dito sa illustration na ito, that you have here radius of yung sphere 1, tapos ito po yung radius ng pangalawa. What is the value then? Okay, tama. So tama po yun. That would be equal to 2R. So, we say that A is equal to 2R. Okay, base po dito sa illustration na yun. Kasi nga po, ang ating arrangement, okay, directly doon sa itaas, ilalagay na natin yung second layer. Okay, so yan po yung para dun sa simple cubic structure. Okay, so balikan po natin yung mga parameters. Okay, so ano nga po yung sinabi ko kanina dun sa parameters? Una is the coordination number. So, nakita na po natin yung 6. Pangalawa po is the number of atoms in a unit cell. So, ano po ang gagawin doon? Ari na nga po yung unit cell natin. Ito na po yun. Okay? So, ang gagawin po natin, yung lahat po ng mga portions na yan, bibilangin po natin at pagsasama-samahin. At pag pinagsama-sama po, titingnan natin ilan lahat yung mabubuong atoms. Pag sinasama-sama natin, yung mga portions po na yan. Okay? So, dito po alamin po natin ngayon. So, kada part po dito, okay, kada part po dito is 1/8. Okay? So, sabi nga po natin, ari po ay 1/8 part of a atom. Okay? So, kung yan po ay 1/8, ilan pong 1/8 meron? Okay, pakibilang nga po ninyo.
8 po, ma'am.
Okay, 8. Kasi po, 4 na corners doon sa itaas, ganun din po sa ibaba. So, 1/8 times 8 is equal to 1. Okay, so ibig sabihin, pag binuo natin lahat ng mga portions na yan, will yield 1 atom sa loob ng isang buong unit cell. Okay, so yan po yung second parameter, the number of atoms per unit cell. Okay, so for a simple cubic structure, isa lang po yung mabubuo natin dyan. Okay, isang buo lang. Nakuha po ba? Naintindihan po ba?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, good. Now, the third parameter. Okay, ano po yung third parameter? Balikan po ulit natin. The third parameter is the relationship of A to R. Okay? Ano ba yung relation ng A doon sa R? Okay? Ano po ang ibig sabihin ng ano? Alin po yung A? Uulitin ko po. Ang A po natin would be the measurement ng kada side ng atin na cube. Okay? So, the length, the width, and the height, they are all A. Okay? A lahat po yun. Kasi pare-parehas po yung sa kanilang sukat. Okay? That would be the edge ng atin na cube. Okay? And then, yun naman pong R, okay? R pertains to the atomic radius. Okay? So, this is yung radius niya. Yan. Yan po yung radius. Yan. This is the radius, so as with this one. Okay? Ito po, radius din po yun, so as with this one. Okay? And na-establish na po natin yung kanina. Ano pong sabi natin? Base po sa illustration dito, A is equal to 2R. Okay? A is equal to 2R. So therefore, if I want the value of R, then that would be A divided by 2, or simply R is equal to 0.5 of A. So this is now the relationship between A and R. Ay, yan po yung gusto nating malaman doon sa parameter 3. Okay? So this holds true only doon po sa simple cubic structure. Okay? So, R is equal to 0.5 of A. Okay? And then last one po, number 4. Okay? Number 4 is to determine the APF. Okay? Alin po yung APF? APF is this atomic packing factor. Okay? APF, atomic packing factor. And how do you determine this APF? APF is simply the volume of atoms in the unit cell divided by the volume of unit cell. Okay, para pong nakakalito ito. Okay, para pong parehas lang. But then magkaiba po yung dalawa. Okay, alin muna po tayo? Dito muna po tayo sa denominator. Volume of unit cell. Okay, ito po yung unit cell natin for simple cubic. Okay, in a form of a cube. So what would be the volume of this unit cell? It would be the volume of the cube. Okay? And what would be the volume of the cube? It is simply equal to A cube. Okay? Measurement of the side, then raised to the third power. So A cube. Okay? And then, yun naman pong numerator. This is the volume of atoms in the unit cell. So, sa loob po ng unit cell, meron po tayong mga atoms. Okay? Yan po mga portions na yan. Hindi na nga lang siya buo in this case. So, ang tanong ay, gaano yung total volume ng lahat ng atoms na nasa loob ng unit cell? Okay? So, anong volume nila in total? Okay? So, paano po natin malalaman? You have to know first the number of atoms per unit cell. Okay? Ari po yung kinuha natin sa number 2. Ito po yan. Okay? Yung 1. Okay? Number of atoms per unit cell. Okay? Ilan lahat ang mabubuong atom dyan. Tapos, imumultiply po natin siya sa volume ng kada isang atom. And the volume of an atom is a volume of a sphere. We assume that yung atoms na yun is in a form of sphere. And what is the volume of the sphere? Hello? What is the volume of the sphere? Anyone? Hello? Sino po may anak?
Pi R cube po.
Okay, correct. Si Miss Janela. That would be 4/3 pi R cube. Okay? So, yan po ngayon yung magiging equation natin. That will give you the volume of atoms in a unit cell. Okay? So, tingnan po natin yan dito sa simple cubic. Okay? Let us solve for the APF. Okay? So, APF equal to the number of atoms per unit cell. So, nakita po natin, there would be 1. Kinuha po natin, tigwa 1,8, nag-produce ng 1. Sorry po yun. Okay? Sunod, this is the volume of the sphere. Ito po yun, 4 over 3 pi r cube. Okay? 4 over 3 pi r cube. That's the volume of the sphere. In place of r, pinalitan po natin siya ng 0.5 of A. Okay? Yun po yung nakuha natin, third parameter. So, yung r is 0.5 of A and then you raise that to the third power. Okay? Divided by A cube. Okay, so from this, you can cancel out this A cube. Okay, and then you compute first, okay, what would be the resulting value of the APF. Okay, so you get your calculators and then paki-simplify po ano po yung sagot natin. Okay, ano pong sagot? Kunin po yung calculator. So, may eliminate na po natin dito yung A cube. But then, do not forget to raise 0.5 to the third power. What is the answer?
1 over 6 pi po.
Ano po natin yung pi? What would be the decimal equivalent? 0.5235. Okay, so this is the value and this is rounded off to 0.52. That is why you have this. Okay, so ano po ibig sabihin ng 0.52 na APF? This is equivalent to 52%. Okay, so ibig sabihin out of the volume dito, okay, yung cube po natin, 52% dyan is occupied by the atoms. Okay, and the remaining 48%, okay, 100 minus 52 is 48%. Yung 48% po na yan, these are void spaces. Okay, wala pong laman. So, kung mapapansin nyo po, pagka ganito yung ating na packing, okay, simple cubic, ganyan yung ating structure, ang nangyayari, kalakalahati. Okay, kalahati may laman, kalahati ay puro wala. Okay, so yun po yung simple cubic structure. Okay, so doon po natin malalaman sa APF whether it's good or poor po yung kanyang packing. Okay, kaya po ang tawag sa kanya, this one is a poor packing method. Okay, so poor packing. Bakit? Kita mo po natin, kakalahati yung laman. Okay, kakalahati yung atoms doon. Mainly void spaces pa rin. Okay? So, yan pong apat na yan. Okay, yan po yung i-evaluate natin sa kada crystal structure. Okay, so ito pa lang po yung una. Simple cubic. We go to the next one po. We call it the face-centered cubic structure or simply the FCC. Okay? So, the FCC naman po, ito naman po yung kanyang arrangement. Try to see po ano yung difference niya doon sa nauna. Paano po siya in-arrange? Paano po siya pinatas? Okay? Ano po ang difference? Ano pong difference?
May meeting.
Ako, closing remarks na.
May meeting.
Face to face na meeting.
Dapat ako maghapon bukas dito. May meeting nga bukas ang SDM.
Face to face. Online naman yata.
Hello, anong difference? Anyone? Yes, Ken.
Ma'am, mayroon pong kalahating sphere, tapos mayroon din pong
Face to face na dapat bukas mo maghapon ko gaganapin.
1/4,
1-8.
1/8 po na sphere.
1/8.
Tapos saka po 1.
Okay, that is referring to the unit cell. Okay, so ito po kasi, this is already your unit cell. Okay? Yan, arin na po yung unit cell niya. That is when you cut from, okay, dito po sa ating arrangement, maghanap ka po ng cube. Okay, yan po yung lalabas. Okay? But then, with regards to the arrangement, kanina po kasi, one is directly placed above the other. Okay, halimbawa, itong first layer, yung second layer natin, we have here the third layer. Okay, first, second, and third. Kanina, first and second, magkapantay na kaagad. Okay, yung pa-third, kapantay pa rin. Okay, dito ngayon, naka-offset. Okay, ito yung first layer natin. Yung second layer, nakalagay doon sa pagitan. Okay, doon sa pagitan. Okay, tapos ang katulad ng first layer would be yung third layer. Okay, so ganun po ang naging arrangement po dito. Okay, and aside from that, okay, yun po, mapikita po natin dito, yun po mga white na atoms, okay? Yan po ay the same lang dito sa red, okay? So, meron po tayong note dito, all atoms are identical, meaning same material, okay? Same atom, same po yung size, okay? They are simply colored differently, okay? Para po makita natin ng maayos kung ano yung difference dun sa naunang arrangement, okay? So, kanina, dire-diretso lang, magkakasunod, okay? Dito ngayon, doon sa pagitan natin, pinatas, okay? So, yun po yung difference. The same po ng ginawa natin kanina, we will be evaluating yung yung apat pa rin pong parameter, okay? So, this is the first one, the coordination number, okay? So, the coordination number here is 12, okay? So, nasaan po yung 12 po na iyon? Nakibilang po natin, nasaan yung 12? Okay, halimbawa po, ang atin pong gamitin ay ito pong puti na iyon sa gitna, okay? So, hanapin po natin yung 12. Okay, so saan po natin hahanapin yung 12? Una po is within its layer, okay? Or it's yung kanyang layer na po yun, okay? So on the third layer, nandito po yung puti na yun na ini-investigate po natin. So ilan po yung katabi niya within that layer? Hello? Ilan po yung katabi niya within that layer?
Kaya pala. Naturil.
Napapakinig po?
Kailan kaya?
Hello?
Wala po.
Oh. Ilan po? Dini po sa third layer. Ano po yung ating ini-investigate? Ilan po yung mga katabi niya?
Apat po.
Apat. Yan po. Apat na pula na nakapaligid po sa kanya. Okay? So, yan po. So, ibig sabihin po, may apat po tayo doon. Okay? Oh, sunod. Doon po sa nasa ilalim, sa second layer. Ilan po naman yung katabi niya on the second layer? Ilan po kaya? Hello? Ilan po kaya dito sa ilalim? Yung katabi niya? Anyone?
Apat din po.
Apat din, tama. Okay, so dalawa. Okay? So, asan pa po yung apat? So, after the third layer comes your fourth layer. Of course, may fourth layer po po yan. So, sabi ko nga, hindi po natin ililimit lang sa kung ano lang nakikita natin dito. Okay? Yan po ay madami. Kumbaga, meron sa taas, may sa baba, may sa kanan, may nasa kaliwa, nasa harap, nasa likod. Okay? Yan lang yung sample na arrangement. Okay? So, kung nasa apat, anong katulad dito sa fourth layer? Ang nasa fourth layer would be the same doon sa nasa second layer. So, ibig sabihin, kung apat po dito, yung kasunod na layer would have apat din. Nakuha po? So, yan po yung magbibigay sa atin ng coordination number na 12. Okay? So, yan po yung 12 katabi nung minart ko po na atom. Okay? Oh, the second one po. Second one would be the atoms, the number of atoms per unit cell. Okay? So, kanina po, kailan ang ating nakita? Iisa lamang. Okay? Dito kaya ilan po? So, dito po, nag-cut po ulit tayo. Okay? Nag-cut po tayo ng cube. Okay? So from this cube, ito po yung nakuha natin. This is the unit cell. Okay? So yung mga atoms po natin, they are no longer spheres. Okay? Kasi nakat na po into a cube. Okay? So ito na po yung cube natin. Yan. Okay? So it would be, ito po yung kanyang height, which is equal to A. Okay? Ito po yung kanya na length, okay, which is also equal to A. At ito naman po yung kanya na width, which is also equal to A. Kuha? Yan. So, tingnan po ngayon natin ilan lahat yung atoms na yan. Itingnan natin anong portions and then bilangin at pagsama-samahin. Okay? Ito pong ganitong maliit. Okay? This is your 1/8. Okay? Ilan pong 1/8 meron tayo? So, pakibilang nga po ilan yung ganito kadami. Okay? Ganito kaliit. 8. 4 po dito sa itaas, tapos 4 din po sa ibaba. So, 1/8 times 8. Okay? Equal to 1. Okay? Tapos, meron pong ganito. Okay? Ano naman po ito? Anong portion po yan?
1/2 po.
Hello? 1/2. Tama. Okay? So, this is 1/2. Ilan pong 1/2 meron dito? Pakibilang nga po.
6 po.
6. Okay, 6. So, bakit po 6? Isa, dalawa. Sa likod po nito, may dalawa din. So, 4. Ari po yung palima. Ang paanim po yung nandun sa ilalim. Okay, kaya 6 po lahat. So, 1/2 times 6 is equal to 3. So, a total of 4. Okay, so ibig sabihin po, we have 4 atoms per unit cell. Okay? So, kanina nga po, doon sa simple cubic, ilan lang? Hello?
1 lang po.
1 lang. Okay? Ngayon po, we have here 4. Okay? So, kung mapansin nyo, ibig sabihin, this would be more dense kesa doon sa isa kanina. Kasi ito, pinagkasya mo 4. Okay? Doon sa loob. Yung kanina, isa lamang. Okay? So, you expect that this would be more dense than that of the first one. Okay? The first structure. Okay? We go to the third one. Okay? Ano po yung pangatlo natin? Pangatlo po natin is the relationship of A and R. Okay? A and R. A, ito pong length, width, and height. Okay? So, it would be the side nung pong atin na cube. Okay? At alin naman po yung R? It would pertain to the radius. So, alin po yung radius na iyon? It would be the radius of your sphere. Okay? So, this one is a radius of the sphere. Okay? Pamula po dito hanggang doon. Okay? It pertains to the radius R. Okay? Ito naman po, 1/2. So, this means, ano po yan? Ilan pong radius yan? This is the diameter. So, this is 2R. Okay? And then, the last one po, we have this. Okay? So, hindi ko lang madiretso. Okay, so this one po. Okay, this is another R. Okay, so kumaga po, this would be your face diagonal. Okay, so katulad po nito, makikita mo po, ito pong tatlong atoms po na ito. Okay, magkakatabi po siya. Okay, tangent po sila. So, you can have po the diagonal. Okay, so this diagonal is equivalent to 4R. Okay, kasi R po are, tapos 2R, tapos another R. So, from there po, you can create a triangle. Okay, this is 4R. Okay, this is A, and this is A. Nakuha po ba? Hello? Wherein, yung face diagonal po natin, okay, the face diagonal is equal to 4R. Okay, ito po yung face diagonal. Okay, wherein the two sides of the triangle, okay, refers to A. So, ang gagawin po ngayon natin is you find the relation between A and this R. Okay? You express R in terms of A. So, if you have here a triangle, you can make use of the Pythagorean theorem. Okay? So, by Pythagorean theorem, okay, the face diagonal squared is equal to A squared plus A squared. Okay? Yun po yung dalawang sides. Okay? So, the face diagonal is equivalent to 4R. So, 4R squared is equal to A squared plus A squared. So, coming from this now, okay, you can compute for the values of A, okay, and in terms of the R. Okay? So, we have here 4R quantity squared is equal to 2A squared. A squared plus A squared is 2A squared. So, therefore, if you are to find the value of R, then ano po yung magiging value natin, okay? So, 4R is equal to sa square root of 2A squared. Okay? And from this, ano po yung R? R would be equal to square root of 2 times A divided by 4. Nakuha po ba? Hello? Nasundan? Nakuha kung paano din ni-derive?
Yes po.
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, so you simply use the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so from there, okay, so kung nakuha na po natin yung relationship ng R at A, we can now compute for the atomic packing factor. Okay, so I'll share to you now po a Jamboard. Okay, and then let us see how you derive for the APF. Wait lang po. Okay, you can check our yung pong dun sa message box, okay, dun sa chat box. Yun pong ating link for the Jamboard. Okay, kindly join na lang po. Yan. So, ano na po yung restriction, you can join it now. And then, ari po yung akin na i-ano sa inyo ngayon. I-present. Okay? So, alisin ko muna po itong model natin and then I'll present to you the Jamboard. Wow! The bawang. Garlic. Oh. Okay, so here now, okay, nakuha po natin from Celine kanina is the relationship between R and A. We say, okay, we say R is equal to, ano ang nakuha natin kanina? R is equal to square root of 2 times A divided by 4. Okay, that will be the value of R. Tama po ba? Hello? Kindly check nga po sa kanina. Okay? And then from there, okay, isunod naman po natin is the next factor. Okay? So what would be the next factor? That would be the APF. APF is equal to, ano pong equation natin kanina? Number of atoms per unit cell multiplied by the volume of the atom. Okay? 4 over 3. Oops, wait lang. So that is 4 over 3 pi r cubed, okay, divided by a cubed. Okay, so we use here a cubed dahil siya po ay in a form of a cubed. So the volume will be a cubed. Now, for the number of atoms per unit cell, ilan nga po yung kanina for an FCC? Hello? 4, correct. So we have there 4. And then multiply by 4 over 3, okay, pi, ano po yung R natin gagamitin? In place of this R, papalitan po natin ito. Okay? So that would be square root of 2 times A over 4 and then cube divided by A cube. Okay? Now, ang gagawin niyo po ngayon ay paki-simplify po what is the value of your APF. Kindly compute. Ano po ang value? 0.740 0.48. Tapos marami pa po siyang kadugtong. Okay? So, this is rounded off to 0.74. Okay? So, ano pong ibig sabihin yan? 74% po of the entire volume nung cube, okay, is occupied by the atoms. Okay? So, atoms po yung laman, yung 74%. Whereas, the 26% po, ito po yung void spaces. So, if you are to compare po this one with a simple cubic, okay, so mas maano po to, mas mataas po yung APF niya. Ibig sabihin, mas madaming laman ng atoms as compared doon sa isa. Kaya nga nung tinotal natin kanina, yung isa is 1 lamang, whereas this one contains 4. Okay? It contains 4. Okay, so it is better. Kaya yung isa that's poor, okay, ito ngayon na would be the best one. Okay, so kasi halos 3/4 niya ay occupied by the atoms. Okay, sundan po. May tanong po ba doon? For the FCC? Wala? Hello?
Wala po.
Okay, let me go back doon sa wag mo na po niyo i-close yung Jamboard ha. You will be using it later. Balik lang po ako dun sa Moodle po natin. Okay, so ito po yung solve po natin kanina. You have there APF for BCC is 0.74. Ito naman po yung relationship between R and A. R is equal to square root of 2 times A over A. We go to the next one, okay? So this would be letter C, okay? Another crystal structure, we call it the BCC, the body-centered cubic structure, okay? See the arrangement now, okay? So see the arrangement. Ngayon, ano po yung arrangement natin, okay? Yan doon pa ulit, meron tayong nilagay in between. Okay, ano lang yung pinagkaiba niya from the FCC? Ang FCC po kasi kanina, okay, meron pa, sorry, okay, yung kanina, meron pa sa kada face, meron pang nakasingit sa gitna. Okay, dito, wala na po. Doon lang sa second layer meron. Okay, yan, dito lang po siya. Okay, so let us again find, okay, unit cell for this one. So sa unit cell po niya, kakat lang po ulit tayo ng isang cube, okay, from the arrangement. Okay, so this is yung cube po natin, papunta doon. Okay, okay, tapos you come up with this. This is your unit cell. Okay, so for the unit cell, we have the first one. Let us determine the coordination number. Okay, so dito po, 8 yung coordination number. Asan po yung 8? Hello, nasaan yung 8? Anyone, pakibilang po, nasaan po yung 8? Pakituro po sa amin nasaan yung 8. So, say for example, ito po yung atin na atoms under study. Okay, nasaan po ngayon yung 8?
4 po sa una, kasi 4 po sa likod.
Tama, okay. So 4 sa unahan, 4 sa likod, or 4 doon sa itaas, 4 doon sa ibaba. Ari po, mas kita po dito. Ito po, nasa gitna siya. Yan, kita-kita naman po, 4 yung nasa taas, 4 nasa ibaba. Yan, okay? Kaya po yan ay 8. Okay? The second one is the atoms, number of atoms per unit cell. Okay? Pakibilang po natin. So, dito po, may pira-pira. So, may isang buo. Bilangin po natin ilan total. Ano nga pong part ito? Hello? Ano nga pong portion niya? 1/8. Ayan po uli yung 1/8 natin.
Bali 8 po.
1/8 times 8. Okay, 8 po yan lahat. So, equal to 1. Tapos, ang isa po, ito po, isang buo mismo. Okay? So, isang 1 whole po siya, yung nasa gitna na yun. Okay? If you cut po ito as a unit cell, so may isang buuan sa loob. So, therefore, total of 2. Okay? So, there are 2 atoms per unit cell sa body-centered cubic structure. Okay? The third one. Okay? The third one is to find the relation of A and R. Okay? So, ang gagawin po natin, i-identify muna natin ulit yung A. Okay? So, ari po yung A natin. Ayan, ari po ay A din. Same thing with this one. Okay? So, lahat po ng side ng atin na cube, okay, ng unit cell natin is defined as A. Okay? And then, alin naman po yung R? That pertains to the radius. So, ang gagawin po natin, hahanapin po natin kung saang parte ba, okay, magkakatabi yung atin na atom. Okay? So, mapapansin niyo po, from this side po, down to the other side, okay, yung po dito, okay, dyan po, tangent yung ating mga atoms, yung tatlo, okay? And this is called po, the body diagonal, okay? So, ito po hanggang doon would be equal to R. Tapos, ito po isang buo. So, meaning, this is equivalent to 2R. Tapos, ito po would be another R. So, therefore, we have the body diagonal ng cube po. Ang ibig sabihin ko niyan. Okay? The body diagonal is equal to B4R. Okay? Tapos, alin po yung magiging, if we are to make a triangle po, okay? So, ito po yung isang side ng triangle at ito po yung pangalawa. Okay? Tapos, ito po yung kanyang hypotenuse, which is the body diagonal. Okay? So, ito pong nasa ilalim, that is your face diagonal. Yun po yung katulad nung nandun kanina sa FCC. Okay? So, looking at this, okay, using Pythagorean theorem, okay, so we have here the triangle. Yan. Ari po yung body diagonal, ari yung face diagonal, ari po yung A. Okay? The body diagonal is equal to 4R. Yung face diagonal, ano nga po yung sagot natin kanina sa face diagonal? The face diagonal will be taken from the Pythagorean theorem din kanina, where your FD, okay, your face diagonal squared is equal to A squared plus A squared. Okay? So, from there ngayon, ito po yung ipapalit natin doon. Okay? And ito naman, BD would be equal to 4R. So, yun po uli ang gagawin natin using Pythagorean theorem. You find the relationship between A and R. Okay? So, you express R in terms of A. Ako ka po ba yung gagawin? Naintindihan? Hello? Hello? Naintindihan? Okay. So, you go back doon po sa ating kanina na Jamboard. Okay? Pakilagay po doon yung inyong answers. Okay? So, balikan nyo po yung Jamboard natin. And then, doon nyo po ilagay yung inyong derivation. Okay? Nasa inyo po, yung link po nandoon sa atin na chat box. So, balik po tayo doon. Okay, pangalanan lang po. So, ito po yung 2, okay? Yung slide 2, 3, 4, hanggang doon po sa dulo, okay? So, pwede nyo pong pangalanan yung sa inyo, okay? Yung inyo po na work. Pwede rin po, you can solve po doon sa paper and then i-paste na lang po dito yung inyong naging sagot. Again, lagyan po ng pangalan because I am saving po this Jamboard para I can see who really participates doon sa discussion ko. Okay? So, dito ko po titingnan. Sige po, lagay po natin yung answers natin. Pwede rin po sa isang slide po, hati. Okay? Pwede rin po yun. Pwede pong i-paste na lang, pwede po naman dito rin kayo magsulat. Parehas lang po yun. Okay? So, ang gagawin lang po natin, you use the Pythagorean theorem. Okay? In evaluating A and R. Okay? This time po, sa BCC na po tayo. Okay? Sorry po kanina, this is for FCC. Ang kailangan natin ngayon is for BCC. Okay? What is R? Okay? Ito lang din po ang iti-derive natin. What is R in terms of A? Okay? You use the Pythagorean theorem. This is the body diagonal equal to 4R. Okay? You find the value of the face diagonal and this one would be A. Okay? So, yan po yung gagamitin natin. Yes, Emmanuel?
Ano po, di pa po ata kami allow mag-edit dun sa sa dashboard.
Lalo ko na siya kanina. Di ba may nakapagsulat na? Wait. Na hindi po. Nakalagay na po is editor. Ay, nakalagay na po sa editor. Yari po yung issue
Sige
ko
po,
sa...
i-reload ko na lang po yung sa
Okay,
akin.
okay.
Thank you
Sige,
po.
sige. Baka nauna ka na pumasok doon sa sa link. So, ano man na lang ulit. I-refresh mo po. Okay, nasan po yung sa iba? Bakit po wala dito sa Jamboard natin? Okay, this is correct. That's square root of 3 times A over 4. Okay, that is correct. And then right after, you solve also for the APF. So, tama itong kay De Luna. Okay, the others, you do your derivation. Okay, so after you obtain yung relationship between A and R, you go directly naman doon sa atin po na APF. Okay? Paki-derive nyo na rin. Okay, so I see your submissions. Okay. Yan. Okay, very good. So, pakilagyan lang po ng pangalan. I will be saving this. Okay? Yan. Okay, so you continue until you obtain the value of the APF. Okay, so you have there R and then also the APF. O, ari, may pogi pa din eh. Oh, ari kay Benedict, kay Remo. Wala pa. Okay? So, kindly finish po. Okay? So, just continue on working. Okay? So, we yield here, okay, APF. Ano po yung ating R? That is equal to square root of 3a over 4. Yung a po, hindi po yung kasama doon sa square root. It is only 3. Okay? So, square root of 3 times a over 4. Okay? So, yun po yung value ng R. And then APF, you come up with 0.68. What does it mean? So, of the entire volume ng unit cell, 68% of it is occupied by the atoms. And the remaining 32%, yun po yung void spaces. Okay? So, this is BCC is intermediate between the simple cubic and the FCC. Okay? So, in terms of yung kanya pong the way it is packed. Okay? So, mas pinakamaayos po yung FCC, ito po yung intermediate, and then 4 would be yung atin po na simple cubic. Okay? So, may question po ba sila dyan? Okay, so yung hindi pa po nakakapag-derive, kindly continue na lang po. Okay? Then, I'll go again with yung module po natin. Finish po natin yung module 2. Okay, so we have here the BCC, tapos ito po yung tinirive natin, okay? So we come up with the APF equal to 0.68. Okay, so nakuha nyo naman po yan. And here would be the value. R is equal to square root of 3 times A divided by 4. The length here pertains to the your body diagonal, okay? That's the body diagonal. This is yung po BD. Okay? Yan po yung equivalent doon sa 4R. Okay? The number of atoms per unit cell, we have there yung 2. So, APF becomes 0.68. Okay? So, yan. Yan. So, this is the fourth one. Simple cubic, FCC, BCC. This is the last one. This is HCP, hexagonal closed pack. Okay, so this is different from the first three in such a way that the unit cell na meron po dito is no longer a cube. Okay, so ano po ang itsura ng kanyang unit cell? Ganito na po. Okay, parang ito. So the unit cell, yan, ganito na po yung itsura niya. Ito po yung itsura, okay? It is in a form of a hexagonal prism, okay? So, yan po yung itsura. In a form of a hexagonal prism, okay? Ito po yung kanyang base, hexagon, tapos meron pong height, okay? So, ganyan po yung itsura. When it comes to the, naman po, arrangement, okay? So, ito po yung atin na atoms, okay? And then, lagyan lang po natin dito ng height. Okay, so yan po yung itsura ng isang unit cell niya. Okay, so different po siya doon sa tatlo. Kasi yung tatlo, they are all cube. Dito po, ang pinat natin sa kanya is in a form of a hexagonal prism. Okay? Yan. So, we go back to HCP. So, this follows an AB-AB stacking sequence. Okay? So, on the 3D production, ito po yung AB na sinasabi ko. A site, B site, A site, tapos kasunod po ulit niyan, B site. So, ano yung arrangement? On the topmost layer, you have there 7 atoms. Okay? Tapos sa pagitan, sa mga pagitan po noon, yung second layer natin, that contains 3 atoms. Tapos sa sunod ulit, 7. So, ang kasunod nito ulit would be another B site. Okay? So, dapat meron ulit 3 dito. Okay? So, sa 2D projection, nakikita natin ganito yung itsura niya. Okay? Ito po yung top layer, yung po yung pito. Tapos, sa mga gitna po, nandun po yung middle layer. Ito po yung B site. Okay? Tapos, ito pong dito sa A site na to, di ayun po ulit. Okay? So, ito po yung light na color na green po yun po yung nandun. Okay? Tapos, yung dark naman po, ito po yung bottom layer. Okay? So, directly po, katapatan nung sa A side, nung nasa top layer. Okay? So, ganyan po yung arrangement niya. Just like the 3 po, let us evaluate yung 4 parameters pa din. The first one is the coordination number. Okay? So, here po, we have 12. Okay? Bakit po 12 yung kasama niya? Halimbawa po, ari po yung atin na i-study, okay, investigate. So, tingnan po natin ilan yung katabi niya, okay? So, kung ito po yun, okay, kung siya yan, okay, ilan yung katabi niya, okay? So, sa kanya pong same layer, dito po sa topmost layer na to, ilan po yung nakapalibot sa kanya? Sa 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? So, we have po here 6, okay? Tapos po, sa ilalim po niya, ano po makikita natin? This B side. So, ilan po yung nasa B side? 3. Okay? Yan, 3. So, ito po yan. Ito po siya. So, sa B side, ito pong 3 yung katabi niya. Okay? Tapos, dito po syempre sa itaas. Okay? So, sa itaas po, meron po itong another layer. So, yung nasa layer po niyan would be another B side. Okay, so ilan po again yung laman ng B side? 3 din po. Okay, kaya ito po would be connected po dito sa 6 na to, tsaka 3 sa itaas, 3 sa ibaba. So total po niyan 12. Okay, kaya yun po yung kanyang coordination number. Kaya po siya 12. Okay, nakuha po? Nakita po ba yung 12?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Yes po.
Next, okay? So, next to this would be the number of atoms, okay, per unit cell. Okay, number of atoms per unit cell. So, ang kanyang unit cell, ganito po yung itsura niya. Okay, so dito po natin dalhin. Okay, yan. Ito po yung unit cell niya. So, pag kinat po natin na ganun, ganito po yung itsura. Ito po mga part na to, okay, yan, okay, ito po, i-shade ko po na yan, okay, yan po yung maliliit na part, ito po iyon, okay, so ano pong part yan noong isang buo, okay, so this is not 1/8 but rather, this is simply 1/6, okay, so 1/6 lang po yan of a whole, so lahat po ng maliliit na yan na nakikita natin, okay, lahat po yan ay 1/6, okay, so ito po ay 1/6, ito, yan, ito, yan. Lahat po ng nasa corners, yan po ay 1/6. Same thing with yung pong mga nasa ilalim. Okay? So, yan po ay 1/6 din. So, bilangin po natin ilan po lahat yung 1/6 part na iyon. Pakibilang nga po ako. Okay, 12. Kasi 6 po dito sa itaas, 6 din sa ibaba. So, 1/6 times 12, that yields what? 2.
2 po.
2. Okay,
Yes.
Sunod, yun pong nasa gitna. Ari po yung nasa gitna. Yan. Okay, sa face po, meron po tayong nasa gitna. Okay? At yung nasa gitna po na yan, kung kinat po natin yan, ano po ang magiging portion yan? Is it 1/6? 1/6 din po ba ito?
Hindi po.
Hindi po. So, ano pong parte ito? Pag kinat po natin. 1/2. Tama po. Tama po yun. So, it would be 1/2. Ang tanong, ilan pong 1/2 meron sa isang unit cell? Okay? So, ito po yung 1/2 natin. Okay? 1/2. Alin pa po dyan ang 1/2?
Yung baba po.
Yung baba. So, this is also 1/2. So, ilan po yung 1/2 natin?
2 po.
2. Okay? 1/2 times 2 will yield 1. Okay? Alin pa po? Sa isa po pong unit cell, meron po tayong 3 nasa gitna. Okay? At yung tatlong nasa gitna po, they are all one whole. Okay? So, one whole po lahat yung nasa gitna na yun. Kasi, katulad po nung nakita natin dito, okay? Yan, okay? So, yan po ay buo yung tatlo. Kasi dito lang po siya nakakat. So, mananatili po buo yung tatlo na nasa gitna. Okay? So, tatlong one whole po meron tayo. Okay? So, tatlong one whole. So, one whole times 3 will yield 3. Okay? So, ilan po lahat?
6 po.
6. Okay. So, total of 6. So, for the number of atoms per unit cell, okay, we have here 6. So, siya po yung may pinaka madami. Okay? 6 na atoms ang kasya sa isang unit cell. It is because we are using here a hexagonal prism as the unit cell. Okay? So, pangatlo po is the relation of R and A. Okay? A to R or R to A. Okay? Yung relationship po nila. So, saan po natin siya makikita? Okay? So, we go back again dito po sa illustration kanina. Yan. Okay? So, this would be the hexagonal prism. You look at this po. Okay? So, at this, ito po yung ating A dito. Okay? The measurement of the side. Katulad po na rin. Okay? So, ito po, sa hexagonal prism po natin, ito po yung A. Yan. Okay? Yung measure po ng hexagon natin, lahat po ng side is A. Tapos po, yung height po nito, okay, yan po ang tatawagin natin as C. Okay? So, ano po yung value ng A natin? Okay? So, kung makikita nyo po dito sa kanina, okay, yung pong A natin, okay, this side is composed of yung dalawa po natin na atom. Okay? So, therefore, we say that yung A natin equals to R. Okay? So, ang A po natin is equal to 2R. Okay? So, yan po yung gagamitin natin. That's the relation between A and R. Kaso po, meron po tayong value ng C. Okay? And what is then the value of C? C is simply equal to square root of 2/3 times 4R. Okay? So, definite na po yun sa lahat ng, okay, square root of 2/3 times 4R. Okay? So, this would be the value of C. Yan. Ito ngayon, so dito po sa ating na HCP, may nadagdag po tayo, okay, na variable. Hindi po A lamang at R. Meron pa pong C which pertains to the height of the unit cell. Okay? Yun po yung height ng unit cell. So, saan po pa natin gagamitin itong dalawang ito? Okay? It will be used on the fourth parameter which is the APF. Okay? Ano po ulit yung equation natin ng APF? Number of atoms, okay, per unit cell times yung volume ng kada isang atom. Kaya 4/3 pi R cube. Okay? So, yun pa rin po. Ang nag-iba lang po dyan, yung pong denominator natin. Yung denominator kasi is the volume of the unit cell. Kanina, okay, dun sa nauna pong tatlo, for the volume of the unit cell, we use simply A cube. Okay? Dito, hindi na po natin pwedeng gamitin yung A cube. Bakit? The unit cell is no longer a cube, but it is a hexagonal prism. Okay? Kaya hindi po natin pwedeng gamitin dito ang A cube. But instead, we have to determine the volume of this prism. Okay? So, ano yung volume ng hexagonal prism po na ito? It would be the area of the hexagon multiplied by the height C. Okay? So, kailangan makuha mo muna yung area ng hexagon na to, tapos i-multiply mo siya ng C. Okay? And how do you obtain the area of the hexagon? So, ang gagawin mo po dito, okay, i-divide mo lang po siya. Okay? So, kukunin lang po natin is, paano ba kunin yung area niyan? So, this is composed of 6 triangles. Okay? So, you add lang po the areas nung mga triangle po natin. Okay, so that will be 6 times the area nung po atin na triangle. Okay, so yung triangle naman po na yun, that would be identical. Okay, you can obtain the area ng triangle 1/2 base times height. Ano yung base? Yun yung A. Okay, ano yung height? You determine this height. Okay, ano po ba are? This is also A, are din ay A. Okay, equilateral. Ako ha, yung height po na yon, that is to be determined to obtain this area ng triangle. Multiplied by 6. Bakit mo multiply ng 6? Kasi 6 po na triangle po yan. Naintindihan po? Hello?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, so, and then, yun po yung gagamitin natin doon. Okay, yung C po natin, you let that as square root of 2/3 times 4R. Okay, yun po yung isa-substitute natin. Yun pong area ng hexagon, ang gagawin po natin, it should be expressed in R also. Okay, di ba po yan ay A. Papalitan po natin ng A, ng lahat ng A, ng 2R. Okay, so ibig sabihin, yung area ng hexagon should be in terms of R din. Okay, tapos yung taas, R din po, kaya you would have the value of your APF. Okay, APF for an HCP, that is also equal to 0.74. Okay, so this is what you will do. Okay, so at home, you try to derive, okay? You try to derive and prove that the APF of this hexagonal closed pack unit cell, okay, is equal to 0.74. Okay, so ari po, naturo ko na po sa inyo kung paano siya gagawin. Okay, tingnan nyo lang po kung madiderive nyo po ba, and you can prove that this APF equal to 0.74. Okay, ari po ang gagamitin lang dito is Pythagorean theorem lang din po. Okay, to obtain the values and to obtain the areas. Okay, question? Hello? So, ito po yung different doon sa 4. Okay, kasi ito, yung unit cell niya is a hexagonal prism. Okay, question?
Ma'am, bali fix pa rin po yung 4/3 pi r cube po, ano po?
Yes po, yes po.
Sige
Parehas lang po. So, ang nabago lang po is yung denominator, okay? Kasi nga, hindi na siya cube, okay? So, yung ilalim po kasi, that refers to the volume of the unit cell. Question? Wala? Okay, so I'll continue na po. Okay? Yan. So we have here what we call polymorphism. Okay? So when we say polymorphism, okay, so a material can exist in different, okay, crystal structure, in more than one crystal structure. Halimbawa po, you heat or cool an iron wire, okay? So, you have your iron wire and you heat it up, okay? So, at 768, you see that its crystal structure is BCC, okay? But then, pag na-reach po yung 914, okay, it becomes an FCC, okay? So, nagpalit po ng crystal structure. At 1391, again, it becomes FCC, BCC. Okay? And then, when it reaches 1536, doon na po siya nag-melt. Okay? So, it is at a liquid phase. Dito po, up to 1536, okay, hanggang dito, it is at its solid phase. Okay? Solid po siya, lamang magkakaiba yung arrangement ng atoms. Okay? Yung structure niya, yun yung nag-iiba. From BCC, it becomes FCC, tapos bumalik ulit sa BCC, tapos natunaw. Okay? So, yun po, change of a phase na po ang nangyari dito. But then dito po, change lang po ng crystal structure. Okay? Pagpabalik naman po, when you cool it down, ganun din po. So, it's melted, and then, unti-unti, pag kinukul mo po, nag-solidify. Okay? But then, pag nagsusolidify po siya, ganun din po ang nangyayari. Okay? okay, nag-change din po siya ng kanyang crystal structure. Okay, so ang tawag po doon, okay, is a polymorphism. Okay, iisa po siyang composition. Okay, in this particular case, it is an iron wire. Okay, so same iron wire, but then it could exist in more than one crystal structure. Okay, when it is on its solid phase. Okay, so not all materials exhibit this polymorphism. Okay, so ilan lang po yung mga materials na ganyan that exhibit this scenario or phenomenon. Okay, so doon again po yung polymorphism. Yung iba po naman na materials, okay, kahit magbago yung kanyang temperature, kahit i-heat mo po siya, kahit po palamigin mo po siya, it will remain as yung kanyang crystal structure mag-remain, halimbawa, BCC. Okay, so all throughout BCC siya. Okay, habang siya ay solid state. Okay, until mag-melt lang. Okay, pero hindi po katulad nito na nagbabago-bago in relation to the temperature. Okay, or the process na naka-apply po sa kanya. Okay, nakuha po ba yun? Sinabi ko? Naintindihan yung polymorphism?
Yes po.
Okay. So, doon ko muna po ititigil yung ating discussion, okay? Kasi ito would be determining the density base sa structure. Okay? So, doon muna po tayo since it's time na rin naman po. Okay? So, hanggang doon. So, what you will do for your assignment is simply to check on how you could derive, okay, of how can you prove that the APF for the HCP is equal to 0.74. Okay? So, ang copy naman po nitong ating module 2, this is already on our uploaded on our classroom. Okay? So, tigil ko muna po doon, and then for our next meeting would be the discussion of the theoretical density. And also, kindly prepare, okay, yung 5 po who would like to present their work on our activity 1. Okay? So, could you please open your camera po for our attendance? Okay, sinong nagkukuha dito ng ating camera? Yan, nakikita ko na madami na kayo. Kasi kanina, pag mahina yung net, okay, so nagpo-pull lagi, nadi-disconnect ako lagi sa klase. And then, when it times ng attendance check, so walang bumubukas na, na video, okay? Or camera. Okay, so sino po yung nagkukuha ng ating attendance? Sino nga po ang aking coordinator? Ayan, okay. Si Van. Okay, sige na. You take another one, then you send it to our GC. Okay, thank you. Okay. Thank you po, bye. I'll see you next meeting po.
Thank you po.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you po, ma'am.